You have $500 in your bank account. Most people stop there. You don't. This is what happens when you stop saving money and start making it work. Level by level. Level 1, the wake-up call. $500 in your account. You finally get honest with yourself. You're 22, maybe 25. You've been saving for 2 years. Same $500, barely moving. You check your bank app on a Tuesday night. The number hasn't changed in 3 weeks, and it hits you. Saving is not building. Saving is just waiting. You open YouTube, you open Reddit, you start reading, and you find one sentence that changes everything. Money sitting in a savings account is money losing value every single year. Inflation, 3% annually. Your $500 is already worth $485 in real terms. You've been losing money by doing nothing. That's level 1. The moment you realize, the safe choice is the slow death. Level 2, your first move. You invest your first dollar. Nothing is the same after this. You open a brokerage account on a Sunday morning. Fidelity, Schwab, Robinhood. Doesn't matter which one. Your hands are slightly shaking. You deposit $200, not because you're confident, because you're done waiting. You buy your first index fund, VTI. Something simple. You don't try to be clever. You press confirm, $200. Gone from your bank. Sitting in the market now. You refresh the app 14 times that day. It goes up 140. Then down 3 days. You feel sick. Then you remember you didn't invest for today. You invested for 5 years from now. You close the app. You go to sleep. That night your money worked while you didn't. That's level 2. The first time you stop being a consumer and become an owner. Level 3, the system. You build a machine, automatic, ruthless, quiet. 1 month later, you're back. But this time, you're not emotional about it. You set up an automatic transfer. Every payday, $150 goes directly to your investment account. You don't see it. You don't touch it. It leaves before you can spend it. You open a Roth IRA because someone on a forum told you about tax-free growth. You didn't fully understand it at first. Now you do. Every dollar you put in grows tax-free until retirement. The government can't touch the gains. You increase your 401k contribution at work to get the full employer match. Free money, 100% return on day 1. You're 26 years old and you have 3 accounts working simultaneously. Your friends are buying new sneakers. You're buying shares of companies that make the sneakers. That's level 3. You stop spending like a consumer. You start thinking like an owner. Level 4. The compound effect kicks in. You don't see it yet, but the machine is running. 6 months pass. Your portfolio is at $1,800. Not impressive, not viral, not exciting. But something is different. Your investments are generating dividends. Small ones. $460 1 month, $9.12 the next. You reinvest them automatically. Now your dividends are buying more shares, which generate more dividends, which buy more shares. You pull up a compound interest calculator at 11 p.m. You type in your numbers. $300 a month, 8% average return, 30 years. The number that appears makes you sit up straight, $408,000, from $300 a month. You didn't need a high salary. You didn't need a lucky break. You needed time and consistency. But here's where it gets dangerous. Because now you want more, faster. That's level 4. The compound effect awakens something in you. Patience starts feeling like punishment. Level 5, you go deeper. Index funds aren't enough anymore. You want more control. You start researching individual stocks, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. You spend 3 hours a night reading earnings reports, balance sheets, PE ratios, revenue projections. You feel like you're seeing the market clearly now. You buy $500 of a tech stock you've been watching for 2 months. In 3 weeks, it's up 22%, 610. You didn't just beat the market, you crushed it. You do it again. Different stock, more confidence, bigger position, but this time it drops 18% in 4 days. A CEO steps down, a lawsuit surfaces, something you didn't see coming. You're down $190. You feel it in your chest, not because of the money, because you thought you had it figured out. That's level 5. The market shows you its first real face, and it's not kind. Level 6, real assets. You move beyond the screen. You start buying things that exist in the real world. You're 28 now. Your portfolio has grown to $14,000. You've been consistent for 2 years. Through market dips, through doubt, you start reading about real estate. Not flipping houses, not HGTV fantasy, or ads. Real estate investment trusts. You can buy a piece of a commercial property for $50. You can own a fraction of apartment buildings in Dallas, Atlanta, Phoenix. You diversify. Stocks, bonds, REITs, index funds, different assets, different risk levels, different timelines. You're not gambling anymore. You're engineering. Your net worth crosses $20,000 for the first time. You screenshot it. You don't post it anywhere. You just sit with it and realize this is what discipline looks like after 2 years. That's level 6. You stop chasing returns. You start building an ecosystem. Level 7, the identity shift. This isn't about money anymore. This is about who you've become. You're at dinner with your family. Your uncle talks about overtime hours. Your cousin talks about lottery tickets. You say nothing because you understand something they don't yet. Wealth isn't built in moments. It's built in the margins. The $150 you didn't spend on a night out. The $200 you invested instead of financing a new phone. The dividends quietly compounding in an account you haven't touched in 8 months. You start reading about tax optimization, tax loss harvesting, asset location strategy, HSA accounts as stealth investment vehicles. You realize the wealthy don't just earn more, they structure better. Your income hasn't changed dramatically, but your financial architecture looks nothing like it did at 22. That's level 7. You realize money is a language, and you've become fluently. Final level, the cost of the game. You've won, but here's what winning actually looks like. You're 32. Your portfolio sits at $87,000. You have an emergency fund, a Roth IRA maxed every year, an index fund that runs itself. You should feel victorious. And you do. But here's the part nobody posts about. You missed vacations you should have taken. You said no to experiences while your friends said yes. There were Friday nights when you ran the numbers instead of running out the door. A market crash in year 3 almost broke your discipline. You watched $4,000 vanish in 2 weeks. You didn't sell, but you couldn't sleep for 11 days. Investing isn't just a financial strategy. It's a psychological war against impatience, against fear, against the version of you that wants it now. Most people start level 1 and quit at level 3. They see the dip and they run. They watch their friends spend and they follow. They mistake motion for progress and stillness for failure. But you stayed. And your money, month after month, year after year, stayed working. The final level isn't a number in an account. It's the day you realize you're no longer afraid of money. You understand it, you direct it, you use it, and it answers. The game was never about getting rich. It was about getting free. And you just learned how to play.